Well, a very good afternoon and the warmest of welcomes I extend to all. And welcome along here on behalf of the good team at EVES to our auction room. And of course to our owners, welcome into you, and they extend the hand of gratitude for entrusting the exceptional team here at EVES with the marketing of your very fine property. It certainly has been a great privilege. Leading our auction team today, we're joined by our company director, Mr. Tony Grindle. Welcome into you, Tony. Assisting on the technology, we have the wonderful Natasha Allen. Now this fine lady will be displaying feats of both numerical and technological dexterity, as she is in charge of the all-important bidding sequences, which will be displayed on screen beside me here. The astute among you will know by now that Louis MacDonald is my name, and it's an absolute pleasure to be conducting proceedings, but more simply here in the capacity to guide you good folk along on your journey to ownership. Our lead agent for the property in question, Mr. Karl Leathley, welcome into the room to you, Karl. Well, he will have been very diligent in furnishing you with documentation which will aid in your purchasing decision here this afternoon. Among that documentation, he will have supplied you with a copy of the Real Estate Authority's approved guide to sale and purchase agreements. Along with that, of course, he will have supplied you with the auction terms and particulars from which we work. And to those terms and particulars, I shall take you now, good folk, as we run through the conduct of auction. It will come as no surprise to you that our owners, will they offer up the property subject to that confidential written reserve price. Subject to that reserve price being reached, I'm permitted to sell the property to the highest bidder among you. Our owners, will they have granted me as the auctioneer that exclusive right to place bids on their behalf. That is what we refer to as the vendor bid. Any vendor bids I do place, well, they will be clearly identified to as such. Ironically, I shall use the term vendor bid. Any vendor bids I do place, well, they will only ever occur well below that reserve price where the property is clearly not for sale. Now, bidders and buyers, as the auctioneer, I may execute my right to refuse a bid if I do not deem it to be in the very best interests of our owners. If a dispute during the bidding happens to arise, I shall simply arbitrate that dispute. Alas, I shall be your numerical conductor throughout the sweet symphony of the bidding, follow my lead along to the grand finale of the call, which will be signified by the positive beat of my gavel coming down the rostrum rise. If you so happen to find yourself in that very fortunate position of holding that highest bid, well, congratulations, you are deemed to be our purchaser. Your obligations are therefore twofold. Simply sign your name on the memorandum of contract and pay a deposit of a neat, easy 10% of the purchase price. Bidders and buyers, those are your only obligations as we look toward our very first offering of today, brought to the market by our very own lead agent, Mr. Karl Leathley. Karl brings to the rostrum 22 Churchill Street of Kensington, more formally described as a estate in a freehold enveloped at some 723 square metres, more or less, as we say, of prime Kensington terra firma, being lot 46, deposit plan 38062, fully contained and described on that record title, volume NA1157 folio 35 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Vacant possession, well, it is on offer to you on that settlement date described here as 60 working days after the date of this agreement, or earlier by mutual agreement. The offering here standing the test of time, built in the 1940s, presenting the obvious choice for buyers seeking security within their investment. Ideal for the first home buyers who are seeking to establish themselves within the property ladder, with the added benefit of the ability to add value and reap those rewards, or simply the tradesman demanding versatility to base themselves from home. The home itself, well, it retains that timeless character features of the period with the native timber scotias, the architraves, along with the Art Deco mantle. I certainly implore you to keep those features as they are very much irreplaceable and they tell the history of such a character home. The practicality of the property, well, it is unsurpassed and seldom found within suburbia. Some 70 square metres of triple bay garaging plus the workshop space, together with some 36 square metres of double garaging, complete with further off-street parking. You can safely say there is more than certainly room for the family vehicles, the caravan, the boat, the motorbikes and the classic car right here at 22 Churchill Street. Location-wise, situated in an area of high demand, surrounded by quality homes alike, and conveniently just minutes away from the bustling Kensington shopping centre, the local parks, the reserves, along with fine schooling. The offering is simply what could be described as bulletproof real estate. As I look down that barrel to who fires that first shot for ownership of 22 Churchill Street. Bidders and buyers, I am simply in your hands as I seek now for that opening bid, that fair place to start.
Start again, Lou, go from the top.
A little bit more than that would be good. Lot number one's a public auction, not a silent auction. But I put it to you now, 3 chances and 3 chances alone to register your cash on conditional interest. Enjoy that transparency, enjoy that exclusivity of the auction room, or dare ye enter that deep dark abyss of the conditional marketplace. First call then. Looking for your opening bid, your opening offering. Second opportunity. Time is now. Time is near. You're certainly aware of conditional interest post-auction. You have a head start here on our auction room. Take it while you can as I call away for the third and final opportunity. Well, Karl, it seems that they would rather speak to you than me, but I cannot blame them for a moment. I simply pass the property into your very capable hands, and I'm sure we will see a sold sign there at 22 Churchill Street very, very soon. That concludes our auction today here at EVES. Thank you very much for your attendance. I hope to see you in our auction room sometime soon to get you across the line. Good afternoon.
Sorry.